Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with a foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. It's north versus south in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now Jones. That's complete to Pearsall. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now we give right side McCaffrey. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
And his throw is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Lance. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw, it's Lance. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 44, Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Jones. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because Covered was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But 3rd down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And the 49ers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another 40.
Here we go now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Robinson again. Well, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. Robinson is in. Touchdown 49ers.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Who would have jumped? And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On play action, Lance. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut, sticky, green.
The man who was a prep All-American in nearby Antioch, it's Najee Harris. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Well, he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Here we go, set.
And now they'll throw with Lance. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long, and they should continue to push the envelope on offense.
Get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Another run. This time McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw it through contact and short of the sticks.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. They juked him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now out on the field, here comes Rams, Los Angeles.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Ready, go.
Here's Lance. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Lance to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jordan Elliott providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Muscles him off. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Now Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Let's go.
Lance now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Michael Williams. And they're to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. That's complete to Robinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
19, Tiger, 19.
Back to throw. Jones. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
49ers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
2nd and 12 at the Chargers' 24-yard line.
Jones now off the play fake.
A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit, threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a big chance goes by the wayside there. A tough break on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, as a general rule, you know you're usually not going to win games with field goals. But in this case, they had 3 points in their pocket. I get what he was trying to do, but that's a big swing of momentum right there.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. In motion goes the tight end. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it as they head out on the field for this drive. That whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well. Didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
So from Charger territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down to about the 37.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Down that right side, it's McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Lance going to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point try now for Moody.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
On first down, it's Hampton.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't come in. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling, they are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Here's third and a few inches.
Brings up third down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. McCaffrey. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal.
McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.